Trainer Eric Stratman from Fat Dad Health joining us live on this Saturday morning talking about health over vanity.
Yeah. I mean, this is a subject that, we see over and over. I mean, our society puts our health journey or nutrition, fitness at just how I look. And they're like, well, wherever I'm at in my life and how I care, it doesn't matter where really I need to, focus my attention and going, well, that's really the back seat to the big picture. I like to give that analogy of, if you see a car coming at you and you're in the road and you have the opportunity to jump out of the way, are you going to jump out of the way or are you going to let it hit you? What are you going to do?
Are you going to jump out of the way?
Okay. Well, it's not a trick question.
Which one?
Wait a minute. She's like, should I get hit? Because I'm not going to win the lottery and then I'll get that money. But
rethinking my answer.
I'm like, what kind of car is it? Is it a Lamborghini or?
No. Well, but really the idea is that that's your health. It represents your health. Are you going to run at that car and let it hit you even sooner? Because health is one of those things that in life that we actually have control over, right? Nobody's eating for you, nobody's exercising for you, nobody's taking it away from you. So it's important to have that perspective that, it's more, you're gonna get a lot more out of life when you take that health perspective instead of the vanity, because the vanity's like, what's the next event coming up? And once that's gone, you're not motivated anymore. But if you're thinking, okay, I wanna be the best version of myself to avoid chronic disease, autoimmune issues, and things that are very preventable, because when you look at the top 10 killers in the US, 9 of them, the precursors, overweight and obesity. So it's, one of those things that people don't really think about, especially pandemic time, saying, where's my immune system at? Well, how do you improve your immune system the best is really focusing on your health and just eating well and just getting some physical activity in.
So when you're healthy, and I guess, I know we've talked about this before, it's never really on the show, but just in general. So we're talking about, you want to, of course, be the healthiest version of yourselves for of course, your children, your family, just for yourself in general.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of ignoring, I've heard people say in the past, hey, I just want to look good in a t-shirt. I just want to, be able to look good in that suit, look good in that dress.
Right.
And that's not what this is. This is more, you shouldn't be looking at the vanity aspect of it. You should be looking at the long-term effects. I mean, yes, of course you want to look good,
Absolutely.
but you also have to make sure that you can live as long as possible.
Absolutely.
You're hitting the nail on the head, and that's it. I mean, but one doesn't come without the other, because if you're focused on your health, there are going to be vanity benefits. I mean, if you're reducing your body fat, you're increasing your lean muscle mass, those things are going to happen. But to have that perspective to say, well, what version do I want to be of myself? And then, anybody we're working with, we're talking about, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in the mirror? Who do you want to be to your kids? Who do you want to be to your coworkers? And then what actions does that person take in order to achieve the health you're looking for? Because then you're avoiding these major issues. When you're talking about some types of cancer and diabetes and heart disease, I mean, the list goes on and on of what's preventable because of the decisions we make each and every day. So it's just having that best version of yourself. You're saying, hey, I want to get up and not hurt when I wake up in the morning and just be able to move around. When you talk about limiting your mobility and physical activity and just thinking daily activities are limited based off of our health, it just allows you to get the most out of each and every day and really say, okay, I want to jump out of that car because I have a lot to live for. I jump out of the way of the car, excuse me.
Absolutely. Well, Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stick around, right?
Okay, yep.
We're going to have you on.
Staying.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We're going to have you back next hour, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Really do appreciate